This is Guy Martin, part-time world-famous motorcycle racer and full-time lorry mechanic.
He's not looking pretty.
He's passionate about engineering and, along with his best mate Maeve,
Whee! Wish my legs were a bit longer.
is paying tribute to his heroes of the Industrial Revolution by using some great British inventions to fit out Reckless,
Look at that.
a 60-foot narrowboat.
We should be proud of being British, and I think people need to know, don't they?
They're touring Britain's beautiful canals and have already built their own blast furnace to cast a pot,
Job on.
Aye.
We've earned ourselves a brew, I reckon.
Gasping.
and made their own Wedgwood pottery for the perfect old-school cup of tea.
Cheers, young man. Cheers, brother.
This week, the mission is to make a steam engine power a shower,
More tea, Vicar.
and it all gets rather out of hand. Guy is squeezing 200 years of British brilliance into one boat. The boat that Guy built.
All right, Chief. How's it going? Yeah, she's a bit moist, boss, a bit moist. We're not made of sugar, though.
Guy and Maeve are pressing on in torrential rain to a crucial location in the story of the Industrial Revolution. The so-called first manufacturing town in the world, and what was once the banging, clattering, pulsating hub of Britain's canal network. Birmingham.
Race, you say?
Our novice narrowboaters arrive amidst several bumps and scrapes in what was once known as the City of 1,000 Trades.
Believe this, or believe it not. In the Industrial Revolution, Birmingham had 174 miles of canals.
Yeah, I can believe it. And I'll tell you
More than Venice, boy.
Yeah.
More than Venice.
I can believe it, and I reckon we've hit every corner on the way round.
You're not wrong.
We only hit nice ones as well.
Birmingham was the original workshop of the world, so is a fitting place to carry out the next stage of Reckless's transformation. It's time to install a bathroom and construct a shower that is a tribute to a lifestyle phenomenon the Victorians were obsessed with: keeping clean. Perhaps not natural territory for Guy.
He's filthy. Don't wash. Jumps in the bath, there'll be an oil slick.
But building a bathroom allows Guy to pay tribute to a little-known British invention: Benjamin Morn's geyser, the first ever instantaneous water heater.
He was only a painter and decorator, but you know he knew his onions.
Don't knock it,
Good to
Chief.
say.
Practical man.
Oh, definitely a practical man. He came out with this contraption, boy.
Go on.
The water geyser.
Bathing was a great Victorian fashion, but waiting for the naked flames under your cast-iron bath to heat the water could take half an hour.
So we thought, rather than try and warm this massive amount of water up in one go, why not warm a little bit up fast, and then we'll end up with a lot of water warm a lot faster. Did you get that? Did that make sense?
It did.
A lot of water warm.
No, I've got
a lot
you.
faster.
Morn's idea was to use a gas flame
Watch your eyebrows.
to heat metal coils.
Gentle.
Oh, you know what I'm like.
Oh, like a bull in a china shop,
Getting
mate.
excited. We've got a practical experiment.
Look at that.
Then pour cold water over the top of them.
That's a rare colour.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest looking.
Tell you what, Chief, that does look like your bath water.
Yeah, hang on. We're not talking minutes. This is going to happen in seconds. We're going to get a bit of water out there. You hear the sizzling going on?
All right.
My word.
By the time the water's fallen out of the spout at the bottom, it should be instantly hot.
Chief, feel that.
Oh,
Chief.
no.
Chief, feel that, honestly.
I don't.
Look at that. Hey? Well, this was like a party trick. I know.
That's hot enough to have a cup of tea with.
Matter of seconds, boy. We won't be long filling the bath there, will we?
No, that is
fair.
a great British invention.
So could the geyser provide the perfect shower for Reckless? Probably not. The geyser had a fiery problem when it was used in a confined area. And to find out what, Guy and Maeve need a very big field.
Hey up, Chief. Fire down.
What?
Think of this shed as the confines of Reckless's bathroom.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
The geyser used natural gas, but unfortunately there was no exhaust incorporated into its design. In a small bathroom, that meant the gas could build up to dangerous levels, making for a potentially explosive cocktail. To see what would happen if they used this old-fashioned gas-powered heater on their beloved boat, the boys have called in some special effects experts to fill the shed with gas.
Hey.
Let's have an explosion on.
I don't know, you a bit nervous?
No, mate.
A little bit, Chief.
Why? That ain't gonna work.
There's another few.
That'd have hurt.
That'd have upset next door, I think.
Oh, dear me.
I don't think that's going to go down very well on the canal boat, though.
No.
We're going to need a safer shower, boss.
We are, Chief. We are.
Guy's plan B takes him into the city, and what will hopefully be a less dangerous way of building a shower. Birmingham was home to some of the great engineering minds of the Industrial Revolution, and two stand out amongst the rest. By 1800, 500 of their machines were in action across the country. They were the steam engine pioneers.
James Watt and Matthew Bolton. James Watt being the brains behind the operation, and Matthew Bolton being the driving force, the salesman. It's proper that they put it here, innit, and put it on a roundabout. Every man and the dog's driving past. No one's looking at it, are they? No one's bothering with it. They don't get it, do they? And I think they should. I mean, what year is this? I'll have a look. It says the year on here, doesn't it? I'll have a look. 18 something or other. 1817. That's a week or two ago, that, innit? You know, we've got the piston area there and we've got the boiler over there. But then we've got, look. Yes, look here. Look, Craig is a waste of a man. Shannon J. It's just graffiti. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, well, I wouldn't. It's not right, is it? Eh? Maybe these are young people and they don't get it. So hopefully you can get it across to the masses of, you know, what England was and what they did. We've done a lot, haven't we? We have. But no one gets it, do they? No one gets it. No one gets it.
Watt was a superstar of his time. Said to be a benefactor of the world. People even kept miniature statues of him in their homes.
James Watt is the boy, really. You know, and the local college, local to James Watt, give him this steam engine because it had broken down. He stripped it down and had their engine in bits, this steam engine in bits. And he thought, I can do something a bit better than that. And he came up with his own contraption, this new condensing system. Put it on, 75% more efficient. People have graffitied it. Show some respect, eh? All right, boss. How's it going, mate? What do you reckon to that machine?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah? You walk past it every day?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know what it was?
No, I don't.
Watt and Bolton steam pump.
Oh, okay. You want to knock it down or something?
No. Because I've just been looking around it and there's people that's like graffitied it and stuff like that, and I just think,
okay.
Well, I think it's disgusting, really.
It is.
But you get it though? You get the machine?
I do get the machine.
Good man. I'm pleased you appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much.
No worries, boss. Thank you. He gets it. It's not rocket science. I mean, it looks it, doesn't it? We can use this principle to power my shower.
One of the most important things steam engines drove were water pumps for lock systems. Locks basically let a narrowboat go up or down a hill by raising or lowering the boat to a different water level. But every time you use one, some water is lost from the upper part of the canal. To stop it drying out, pumps were used to replenish the water. Guy will use a similar solution, except his pump will send water to the top of his shower, not a canal. Back at Reckless, Maeve has solved another part of the bathroom puzzle.
So, I have sussed how to get hot water to the shower, and this is how it works. Brilliant, this. Brilliant. Quite excited. This is called a header tank. Real simple, this. Cold water in, cold water out. That'll be mounted up there. Obviously, gravity fed into the back of that.
The water will be heated in a compartment at the back of the stove, which is then connected to a circuit of pipes so the water can flow through to the shower. Victorian engineers would be proud of its simplicity.
It's just logical thinking, and that's what they were good at. Logical thinking. Go on, Andy. Take that for us.
All that needs to be added to Maeve's network of shower pipes is Guy's idea of a steam-powered pump. So 235 years after Watt and Bolton made steam engines in Birmingham, the boys do the same thing.
Whoa, look at that!
Hey, check her out, boss.
Assuming they can assemble it correctly, this water-functioning miniature steam engine will pump water through their shower.
There's an hour or two's work on there, but we'll get to the bottom of it.
Steam engines accelerated the Industrial Revolution for a simple reason.
She's coming on all right.
Because a lot of the wood in the country was being used for shipbuilding, demand for coal as a fuel rocketed.
In order to get to more coal, to cope with demand, basically, we're going in deeper. Much deeper underground.
Yes.
So, when you do that, you hit like the watercourses.
So then we need something half decent to pump the water out.
Along comes your steam engine. You're using them now to drain the mines, to get in further. So, if that didn't happen, basically, the whole Industrial Revolution would have just come crashing down ground to a halt.
Wow.
Stopped.
I don't think it had got going.
Really?
Really?
Wag.
Hang on, I'm going wrong with this. I'm building this wrong here. I can't multitask, Chief. Weather's used to man the basin.
A sudden downpour means the boys have to complete the building inside. But the engine's soon ready to test.
Yeah, fill it to the brim, boss. Don't be shy.
The model burns gas rather than coal
Oh, more tea, Vicar. That'll do you. That'll do you.
to heat water in the boiler.
Tell us what.
Yeah, that'll do you well there. As long as she's half full, she's got enough in it. Right.
We'll have a lit then, shall we, Chief?
Go on, drive. Whew. More tea, Vicar.
Once enough steam pressure is built up,
Oh, it's climbing.
simply open the valve to let the steam drive the pistons.
Look at that.
Woohoo!
Look at that.
Now she's revving on.
Look at that. Hey. More tea, Vicar.
More tea, Vicar.
Check her out.
I am actually genuinely impressed, Chief.
What, with me or with Mr. Watt?
Mr. Watt, really?
Yeah.
If the steam engine can now spin a small pump, then the boys should be able to send water to the shower.
Yeah, that'll do, won't it? Chief, there's our water pump.
Brilliant.
Eh?
Oh, yeah.
Peachy. One step further to the power shower, I think.
You can't, of course, have a shower without soap. And early soaps required one main ingredient: animal fat. To get some, Guy visits Bromsgrove and a fifth-generation butcher whose family have been at this since the 19th century, Andrew Partridge.
Lift. Got him?
Hey,
Gone back on the hook. You manage?
Right, where are we going?
Okay, drop him straight on the
And
hook.
just drop it straight on?
Yeah.
All right.
What's your arm?
Like that.
All right.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. I don't weigh that much.
He's not pretty strong, actually. Stronger than you look. So basically, we're going to cut here, okay? Keep your hand out of the way.
Go on.
We're going to cut in through here.
Yeah.
We don't want to go into the meat, because that's the top side there. We don't want to cut into the top side.
Right.
So basically, I'll start you off, and then you're going to go straight across there now. Just keep
Go on.
pulling away. Keep your hand out of the way.
Go on, I'm
And
excited.
don't stab the cameraman, will you? All right?
Oh, it's like a
Yeah,
knife
that's
through
good,
butter,
it's
that.
good. Watch
All
out
right.
when it shoots out the other end.
All right, at that angle.
All right, yeah, that's great.
Look at that.
There you go.
Aye. I reckon we'll have a job getting soap out of that. Eh?
During the Industrial Revolution, mechanisation in butchery helped increase the variety and quantity of meat on sale massively.
Tell them.
Guy couldn't resist seeing if he was cut out to be a member of this proud trade with a trial customer.
Here, I love.
Hello.
How's it going?
Can I have
Hey, come on, hang on a minute. We've been here 130 years.
I know, I don't want to ruin
All
your
right,
reputation. I'm sorry.
Hello, madam, what would you like today? Something
Right.
like that, that'd be good, you
Right.
know? Go have
So
family
let's start again.
reputation,
Let's start
yeah.
again.
Okay.
130 years.
All right, well, there we're not one.
Hello, madam. What can I do for you?
Hello, can I have 2 slices of belly wrap, please?
Not a problem, madam.
Okay, let's have a go then, okay?
Two slices of what? Belly fat.
2 slices of belly draft.
Belly what?
Draft.
Belly
Belly
draft.
draft, yeah?
Belly draft.
So that's your belly of pork, basically.
Go on.
So I'll cut the first one,
Go on.
because the lady's waiting.
I'm sorry.
So make sure, hang on. I'm going to go down the rib, okay? Cut nice and hard, that's it. That's it, that's good. Okay, now put those onto the bag and put on the scales. Press belly draft button. Belly draft. And ask the customer, is 286 okay?
Is 286 okay, madam?
Perfect, thank you.
Press the print button. wrap it up in that plastic.
I'm not designed for this. Sorry, madam.
You're not in a rush, are you, madam?
Look at that. There you go, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your custom.
Thank you.
I'm not designed to be a butcher, I don't think.
Back at Reckless, Maeve Shower Plumbing is coming along nicely, and Sally Pointer has arrived.
Oh, I'm trying to stuff birds off and all.
An archaeologist by trade, she's also something of an expert in making soap. She's going to help Guy turn his animal fat into an essential showering accessory.
Well, we're going to be making a soap recipe today from 1865.
1865,
Eventually, it's going to be quite a luxurious soap, but we've got to do the nitty-gritty bit first.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Getting mucky, that's my speciality.
You'll be very clean by the end of it. Your hands will be the cleanest they've been all week.
First of all, the fat needs to be chopped.
Possibly a bit more.
Oh, all right.
So I'm going to work you hard today.
No, there's no worries there. We're not shy of grafting this camp.
Then rendered by slowly boiling it.
Soap isn't always a pleasant process. And at some points in history, people complained terribly about living near soap works because it smells so bad.
Is that right?
So if you're popping past in about 6 hours, we've got some soap on the go, boss. All right. If you fancy some. Not saying you're muckier out.
The fat is then scooped out.
Get a money's worth. Scrape in the barrel.
And a precise amount of highly corrosive caustic soda is added.
Never expected soap making to be dangerous in the slightest.
The chemical reaction that takes place creates soap. It's a delicate chemistry lesson. Get the ratios wrong and the soap will either be too dry or too greasy.
Coming on nice.
This old recipe uses grated olive oil-based soap to add some much-needed luxury to the basic ingredients. How very Victorian.
The Victorian upper and middle classes had some very stuck-up ideas about cleanliness. They got it into their heads that they were the first people to really invent cleanliness and decency. And they actually They actually did social experiments where they'd put a bathroom into a workhouse and stand back to see whether the poor would use the bathrooms.
What? Instead of what?
Instead of not bothering. And then they professed to be surprised. They thought this was amazing, that the poor would like to be washed. And of course people did. People like to be clean, given the choice.
Oh, yeah, the first signs of snobbery, eh?
The real soap to be seen with was invented by a man called Andrew Pears.
1789 was the year. Andrew Pears came out with his, first brand of soap. Pears soap. Yeah, he wasn't bad at the old advertising job, was he? I am 50 today, but thanks to Pears soap, my complexion is only 17. Well, I don't know, that's maybe not that much good a picture, is it? But maybe it looks like the bottom of my boots, maybe. I don't know. Oh, but like my mother said, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say it at all. So yeah, Andrew Pears, good man.
Guy's soap mix is now ready for the finishing touch. He gets to choose his scent.
Well, I think to try and make it feel at home, you know, like the sort of hand wash you'd have in a garage. What about sandalwood?
That's what I was just thinking.
Back. Oh, that's it,
Nice.
We're sorted.
Yeah,
that's the recipe there, perfect. You think another one?
Try that.
What's bergamot?
It's a flower. You know Earl Grey tea? They put bergamot in that. That's where the
never.
smell comes from that.
I think we've got it.
Yeah. Does that smell good?
A final stir.
You reckon I'll be fighting them off, Sal?
I hesitate to say. Let's wait till you've been through that shower first, shall we?
let's see, yeah.
And the soap mix is ready to be poured into moulds.
It's almost a bit different to be doing this. It's not, it's not spanners and it's not hammers. But I'm getting a bit of job satisfaction out of making a bit of soap.
Lifetime supply
A
for you, isn't
lifetime
it?
supply of me, without a doubt. That is a lifetime supply of soap for me. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. That wasn't even a joke. Was it? A lifetime supply of soap.
All that has to be done now is to leave Guy's unusual garage cleaner and Earl Grey soap to set overnight. While chemistry takes its course, it's time to find the finishing touch for his shower, the shower head itself. And there really is only one place you can go for bathroom fittings with a Victorian heritage.
Contrary to popular belief, our mate Thomas Crapper, he didn't invent the loo. Had to do with him. John Harrington, that's who invented the loo. He was the man. Saucy godson of the Queen, so they reckon. I mean, I don't know what that means. I think maybe he was a bit of a boy. No. Thomas Crapper, he invented a toilet wear showroom. And over 100 years ago, it didn't go down too well with the, the posh women of the day. They'd be jaunting on down the street in their fancy hats and, anyway, they'd be seeing these Thomas Crapper showroom having all this fancy loos and all that in there, and yeah, it didn't go down too well with them. There was nearly fainting the old girls was. Yeah, it just was not the thing of the day, really, to be going down the road and seeing loos on display.
Today, the company's owned by loo enthusiast Simon Kirby.
Oh, my word. Now I'm impressed. What? And this is your office?
Yes.
Oh, heck. Look, this is incredible. Have you got any armoured shanks?
Simon knows better than most that Crapper was a prolific inventor.
What was very popular at the turn of the century was a sprung loo seat. Thomas Crapper invented this.
The sprung loo seat?
Spring-loaded loo seat.
Go on.
The only problem with the sprung-loaded loo seat was that the buffers underneath the seat were made of India rubber, old-fashioned India rubber.
Right.
And over a period of time, they'd perish and get a bit sticky.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, when the incumbent left the seat would momentarily stick to the pan, free itself, and the user would only be halfway up. And it was consequently known as the bottom slapper.
The bottom slapper.
And was not a commercial success.
Right. Right.
Health was becoming increasingly important during the late 19th century, and fitting out a bathroom was taken very seriously.
What about all these little models and that, though? What's the crap with those?
I love them. They're salesman samples. These are exact...
Salesman samples?
Yeah. If you were interested in sanitary ware for your house, your architect or designer would call someone from Crapper's or Dalton's, and they would come round with a Gladstone bag with a few of these in, and you would have to try and choose your sanitary ware from these. Here's a special one, Guy. This is one of the larger salesman samples, but think of the details in that.
Look at the work that's gone into that. Hey?
They're so detailed that some of these loos will flush. If you hook them up to a small supply of water, they'll actually, flush properly.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, look at that. I feel honoured.
The pinnacle of sanitary interest came in 1884, when London hosted the International Health Exhibition, to an incredible 4 million visitors.
It was a big, important exhibition. Most of the sanitary ware manufacturers were there, and George Jennings had their latest loo on their stand.
Right.
They had it plumbed in, and they were sort of chucking all kinds of things into the pan and flushing away, demonstrating how well it worked.
Right.
But what was never tried was a flush-off between rival loos. Until now.
Right, Maeve. We've got a bit of a fair test job going on here.
Guy and Maeve are going to find out if the Jennings pedestal vase really was the king of loos.
Right, come on. 5 apples.
Each of the lavatories will be loaded up with the same contents used in 1884, right down to the paper.
Stick them to the wet sides of the bowl, above the water.
They don't really feel right doing that.
Go on.
As well as the Jennings, there's a pan made by Sir Henry Dalton, who was so proud of the brown glaze used on his revolutionary drains that he made a special edition. There's a Crapper, a couple of French designs, and one of only 2 remaining Birmingham-made dolphin toilets in the world.
That's not a dolphin.
But no, it's a dolphin, is it not?
That's what dolphins looked like in the 18th century.
I was thinking a flipper.
Well, it doesn't look much like a flipper, does it?
No, it doesn't, no.
Right, lads, let's get cracking. 2 chains apiece, 1 strong pull. 1, 2, 3. Have a bit. Hey, up, Chief.
Most impressive.
Hey, up.
What did I
There
tell
we
you?
are. And
What did I tell you?
Dolphin as well, though.
Yeah, no,
no, cleared it.
Wow. So results time it is then. Dalton, this is the business. We've ended up with a sponge left, so that's no good.
Bit crude, this one.
Now, what we've got here, this is a Crapper.
The model's called the Kensington.
Right, Crapper Kensington. Well, he's done the business, has he not?
This is truly efficacious.
Efficacious. Oh, that's truly efficacious.
This French one's pathetic.
The French one's pathetic.
It looks pretty, though. We've got 2 spuds left. You see?
Yep.
2, that's used to man the beast. Used to man the beast. And here we've got what was meant to be the benchmark.
Just look
The
at
Jennings
that,
pedestal vase.
This is a winner.
We've only got 1 sponge.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll have to eat my words. Sorry, gentlemen.
Yeah.
There you go. See? Stuck in the U-bend, boss.
Sponge.
So I think we've 2 clear winners there. We've our dolphin friend and
Yep.
this fella here.
That's it. The Kensington and the Dolphin.
Yeah.
And the
Both cleared the
Kensington
lot.
is a crapper, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
British.
Ah, yeah.
With their toilet tribute reassuring the boys that British designs have always led the way. They head back to Reckless with a large white present from Simon, plus the crucial shower head, so they can find out if their steam-powered shower works.
No, don't give it too much welly. This isn't a lorry axle.
Right, boss, just because that's soldering.
The final task is to fit a larger pump, just in case the shower needs a boost.
Chief, I reckon the back is broken.
Right.
I reckon a celebratory sip. Well, you're a bit supping on there, boy. A bit gulping.
It's the moment of truth. Will this crackpot idea succeed, or have days of effort been wasted? It doesn't bear thinking about. Maeve tops the system up with water.
Yeah, it's smelling a bit fruity.
And the valves are opened so the water can flow.
Thomas Crapper's finest.
Look at that. Don't forget soap, Chief.
Come on, we're doing that. Guys, a bit nervous.
Right, come on. In the shower. Too bad.
Come on, me drain cocks. Don't rush me, mate. This is a big moment.
Yes.
Gee.
The steam engine is working like a dream, but where's the water?
Come on, Chief. We haven't got a lot of action.
Got any more water?
Chief, no water as yet.
Should be hammering through.
Get warm.
Should be hammering.
Get warm.
It's panic stations as they try to find the problem before the steam in the engine runs out.
Give us adjustable. I'm just... Well...
Could a dodgy tap be the culprit?
Oh, yeah. Chief.
If the tap's knackered, we'll have water.
Oh, my word.
Oh, hell's tea.
No.
No.
Like I say, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, so we don't need to... Look at that. Are you drying your teeth?
I've got teeth marks in my pencil now.
Chief, what would Watt and Bolton do in this situation? Hey?
Well,
James Watt. They won't go tearing in like a bull in a china shop, boy.
Well, we're not doing
it.
anything.
Sit and think about it, boy.
All them pioneers are what they did. They must have many a time gone back to the workshop with a scratch on the edge, but they didn't give up. I'm not giving up. I reckon we've probably got an airlock. There we go.
The system is bled and they try again.
Come on.
Drain rods. That's it.
Everything over.
Come on, Chief, get in there.
Success! A steam-powered shower.
I love you. Oh, I love you more than chips.
Give us that soap, Chief. Give us the soap. Give us the soap. Give us the soap.
Oh, you want
Give us the soap.
You've probably had the best wash you've had in years, haven't you?
Ever. It's a multi-soap, mate.
Hang on, Chief. Just keep an eye on the pressure, boy.
Chief.
You haven't.
That's off. It's stinging my eyes, man.
You're not supposed to put it in your eyes.
Oh, you're stinging my eyes. That's proper strong, that soap.
Success. He's clean.
We're out of water, Chief. We're out of water.
Just gonna try your send down.
We are the first Lincolnshire boys on a narrowboat in Birmingham
With a steam engine.
to build their own steam engine powered shower.
Success, Chief. High five.
Where's my pants?
Next, Guy and Maeve's mission continues as they make everything you need for a good night's sleep.
Chief.
That is a boudoir, is it?
The boudoir.